This is story time. How I got bit by a mosquito in Thailand and got to the emergency room, or ended up in the emergency room. And I make this video because maybe if you're thinking of coming to Thailand, maybe just as I worried a lot about mosquitoes, maybe you worry a lot about mosquitoes as well. Now, before I came to Thailand, I did not get any vaccine against malaria because the area where I'm at in Pattaya, I was told that there is no, like, the risk is very minimal. So, by the way, I did not get malaria, just to be straight up clear. But I got a really, so I got, so let me start the story by saying, like, about 20 days ago, I got bitten by what I think it was a mosquito. So one morning I just woke up. I had a few like red spots where I was bitten by the mosquito. Didn't really care that much. It was the first time that I got mosquito bites after about a month of staying in or living in Thailand. Up until that point, honestly, I never had problems. I had more problems in Europe during the summertime than I had problems with mosquitoes here. And for some reason, in general, mosquitoes seem to love me. And I always get bitten by mosquitoes during the summertime. Anyways, I did not have any problems. I sometimes was using. Oh, I forgot the AC. I hope the sound is not too strong. I sometimes was using like some sort of lotion they have here when I was going out, but then I realized like there's not really mosquitoes, so I stopped using that. And as I said, one morning I just woke up and I was having like a bunch of mosquito bites on my body. Didn't give too much attention to them. And few days pass and I start feeling pain on my right leg. On my right leg I had actually 3 mosquito bites. I started feeling pain. I kind of knew it was because of that, but I ignored it. So I ignored it. I also went to the gym. Maybe that was also a bad idea. I ignored it. I moved on with the life, but the pain started to be more powerful, increasingly powerful as days passed. And I asked a friend of mine who's a doctor in France, like, hey, what should I do? This is what happened. And he said, start with antibiotics. I had some antibiotics from my country with me. And I didn't start it right away because I thought the pain will go away. But I did after a couple of days. So I started with the antibiotics. First day of like full day antibiotics, I don't feel any improvement. Second day, no improvement. Actually, the situation started to get worse. Third day, the situation was even how do you say that? Even worse. It was getting worse and worse. The infection started to look worse and worse. Started to look really bad, and I don't know if I'm gonna put any photos of how it looked here in the video because it looked disgusting. And I don't want to shock you, but it looked disgusting. On top of that, like after those 3 days, I was out, had dinner, and then I'm looking at my leg and I see my whole leg is swollen, like kind of like out of nowhere. And that's when I started to panic. However, I didn't mention this. 2 or 3 days before that, before I started with the antibiotics, I actually woke up in the middle of the night because of the pain. So yeah, fast forward to this day, to this evening, I'm looking at my leg, and I see it's swollen. Like, I was in pain, but I also see it's swollen. So I'm like, no, this is serious. Like, I'm taking antibiotics already for 3 days, and the situation actually got worse. So I have to do something. So, and I was in massive pain as well. So anyways, I made a little bit of research. I went to a hospital here. They said, oh yeah, that's really bad, but we don't have any doctor that knows how to treat that right now. So that was what was it? It was Sunday. It was last Sunday, and they said you can come on Tuesday, but that might be too much time to wait. So they recommended me to go to like a bigger hospital here. It's called Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya. So I went there. They saw me. There's like, oh, that's bad. We have to cut you open. So they cut me open. They cleaned the wound. It took a while. It was really painful. A really painful experience. And yeah, then they gave me like stronger antibiotics. They looked at what I have. They said like, this is not strong enough for this, and they gave me something that's way stronger. Fortunately enough, they said like, I'm gonna be okay, but it was a really bad infection and reaction to mosquito bite. So right now it's much better. It's been almost a week, but I still have to go to the hospital every day so they can clean the wounds. I have like some deep holes in my leg, my right leg. One is right on the knee. So yeah, so they can clean the wound, and they can take care of, like, I have to go every day. That's the thing. Now what I can only recommend is, yeah, don't be afraid of mosquitoes or like mosquito bites. It seems like there is no malaria here. I mean, if you go in more rural areas or in the jungle or something like that, then yeah, you might expose yourself to the risk, but not here. However, you can get infected and it can get very bad. So what I would recommend is just go to the hospital. As soon as you feel like something is not right, go to the hospital. And the reason why I did not go to the hospital right from the get-go was because I did have insurance, but I didn't know how it will work. I just wanted to avoid all of that hassle and stress because I knew it will cost me a lot of money to go to the hospital. So I just wanted to avoid that. But yeah, if you have a good insurance, then I would say don't wait and go as soon as you can. Because if I did not wait, I wouldn't have been in the situation that I am right now, where I have to go to the hospital every day. I cannot do much. Now I can walk and I'm okay, but I could not for a few days. I have to avoid water getting on the leg, so it's a struggle having a shower. And you cannot train, you cannot do much. You have to avoid a lot of, like, obviously I cannot go to the beach, for example, right? So that's what I would recommend. Don't be afraid about the mosquitoes necessarily if you come to Pattaya or Bangkok or other cities. I don't want to say all cities, but like Pattaya and Bangkok, I would say you'd be okay in terms of like not having malaria if you get a mosquito bite, but still try to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes. And besides that, just know if you're feeling like something that you haven't felt before, like pain in the whole leg, then better go to the hospital earlier. and take care of yourself. I hope this video was informative, and yeah, I hope it helped.